Alright, what the hell is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Salt Mines, where we watch people have mental breakdowns while they play video games. It's been a hot minute, but we are back, and I'll explain why in just a moment. Tryharder is down here in the bottom right side playing Protoss, Damage Inc. in the top left playing Terran, and clearly going for a proxy barracks. Now, why have we been gone? A lot of people have been inundating me with questions saying, hey, I like the Salt Mines, what's going on? I mean, surely you haven't run out of instances of people raging online. Well, first of all, I do prefer to try and find games where the interaction of the storyline is a little bit more interesting rather than just person saying, you N-word, you homophobic slur, racial slur, homophobic slur, racial slur. It gets very old very quickly. It's just people angry, reaching for hatred. I like to watch games where there is an interesting story to be told, where the player usually can very easily win at many points, but they choose instead to incoherently rage, where people come out with some bizarre insults, where English as a second language is probably, honestly, who we have to thank for that, let's be real. That's probably a very big part of where, you know, burn your family rat comes from, and I piss on your entire family tree, and all these other weird insults we've heard over the years. But anyway, basically the reason I haven't been doing episodes for a while is the replays all got broken. So unfortunately, if your replays came in after the 29th of September 2023, and before that recent patch a few weeks ago, which I think was mid-March, I want to say, 3 weeks ago, early March, when was it? Sorry, I think it was in April. I think it was about a month ago. I think it was early April. So anywhere in that period, those replays don't actually work. And unfortunately, I had multiple replays sorted. We have Cosmic, who's helping Jacob sort replays for me. We now also have Apple Juice, who's hopped on and volunteered a bit of time to help out. So big thanks to those guys for helping me out and, you know, finding replays. And unfortunately, I'm sorry, a lot of your replays were lined up to get commentated, and just when I went to cast them, bam, the patch came out and they were all broken. So it's taken a little while. We finally got some more replays coming in, and I'm so happy to be back. Let's talk about the builds and the games. Now, first of all, I know Damage Inc. is, I'm pretty sure, the one who rages here. And do you know why? Because, number one, they're cheesing, and if that doesn't work, they tend to cheat. Actually, to be fair, Tryharder could rage. I don't know for sure. My instincts say Tryhard is someone I've coached before, but it could be sent in by their opponent, actually. And I've coached him very recently, Tryharder, as well, so he might rage if he dies to this. Good response so far, pulling 5 probes, killing the SCV. The Marine and the Marauder spent a lot of time attacking the pylon when they should have been attacking the probes. This is good micro with the Marine. The Marauder can tank pretty well. You could stutter step the Marauder and dodge a lot of this damage. Damage Inc. only microing 1 unit at a time. It's kind of weird. Definitely doing it in a slightly inefficient manner. But, oh man, Adepts just do so little damage. So little damage. Damage Inc. getting very fancy with the micro right now and is actually just maybe got this. Tryharder doesn't have a second gate, a battery, a robo, anything like that. And he's still building Adepts! Oh no, you need Stalkers against Marauders? Oh god. Oh, I'm going to watch my student rage, aren't I? I think I'm going to watch my student rage, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no, why are we still rallied down here? Finally, a battery's coming in. Oh no, Tryharder just is completely shocked by this. And you know what, guys? It's because Tryharder scouted one gas and went, you're expanding. But the thing is, there was a second depot and there was no expansion. And you've always, against a one gas player, if it doesn't quite add up, you always need to check for that proxy. Now, don't get me wrong, there's only 20 workers for Terran. Killing the Nexus is not game over, but it's pretty damn bad for Protoss right now. I mean, this is huge damage. To be fair, massive supply block and no worker production for such a long time for Terran. So, is there a chance to get back into this? Yes. It's pretty... You got to stay next to the battery. It's not enough Marauder Marine to focus down a Stalker with... But that's not a battery, that's a pylon? There's no battery! I thought that was a battery, it's a pylon! Oh, Tryharder! Oh no! Tryharder's getting wrecked right now. Okay, good. No, keep drilling. Oh, if he trapped him on the ramp, that would have been so good. But he gave up on the drill too early, Tryharder. Oh my god, the unit's lost tab. We've lost 2 Adepts, a Stalker, 11 probes, a pylon, a Nexus. We're gonna cancel the battery there, realizing, hey, I need to, like, not turtle in my main. I need to, like, actually get outside my base. And an Immortal should kind of shut this push down, especially with a force field. I'd be standing further forward, though, because he's not got vision, so he's not going to be able to force field in time. Tryharder! Oh, no! My student, my boy! I haven't taught him how to defend Proxy Marauder, I'm pretty sure. I don't think we've covered this, so... Yeah. You guys are like, it's your fault he makes mistakes. But no! You shut up, internet. I don't care how right you are. Oh, the Marauders, 2 of them squeezed out. That third one apparently was not following the diet and actually gets just, woo, spun out. Now, that bunker will go down pretty quickly. Immortal will make quick work of it. The Marine gets home, though. With the command center coming up, we'll be fine. Damage Inc. has not built any workers, though. Damage Inc. hasn't been building any extra workers. How are we still on 21 workers? We were at 20 workers like 3 minutes ago. Oh, my lord. Not the best macro from Damage Inc. Tryharder would love to catch that Marauder, but can't quite get it. That's why he should have moved over here so that the Marauder would die as it comes out, you know, in case it was about to pop. 2 gateways and a robo. We've got a second Immortal coming. Honestly, you need to, like, basically just build a Nexus right now or build a Prism and counterattack. It's one or the other. 3rd gateway goes down. That's it. We're all in. We're going for a counterattack. Warp Prism, as soon as we get 250 minerals. We're going to go 4 gate before Prism. I feel like the Prism's more important because if you can get your Immortals and like drop them in the base and stuff, you might be able to do well. Now, to be fair, Damage Inc. is only building Marines, Libs, and Mines. In this sort of scenario, when you do this, you almost always want to go for a couple tanks. Bunkers are a good idea, but you want tanks as well. Odd bunker placement, but that's okay. And then you can basically defend pretty nicely. You've got 3 barracks up. As long as you just, you know, build workers, Marines, tanks, and eventually work your way up to like stim and stuff like that, there really shouldn't be a way to lose. However, Immortals wreck Marauders. Right now, a lot of your army is Marauders. And they can always go lift into your main base as well. So it's a desperate 1 base 4 gate attack. Extra pylons going down. Tryhard is 100% committed to this one move, which is Observer Vision, 2 Immortals, 1 Sentry, 1 Adept. The Warp Prism moving out. Lib's going to go around for a counterattack, which could straight up win the game. It's sieged on this base, though. It really should be sieging on the main. Actually, that's interesting. A Stalker warps in at home. Is he actually anticipating the Lib? Who the hell, when they're counter-rolling, anticipates the Lib? Guys, how did he know about that Lib? Did he get a scout in here? I don't understand how he saw that. A hallucination must have seen it or something. Maybe he spotted the Widowmine drop. Oh god, but despite being ready for it, he's not ready for it. That moment when you think your student's map hacking for a second, and then you lose track yourself of the Widowmine drop that I didn't even realize was coming. Doesn't get as many probes as it could, though. 6 probes do go down, which is still pretty good. The Marine Marauder needs to wait for the SCVs. You can't lose all your firepower. Damage! You need to unload the bunker and use your SCVs. SCVs do really well against Immortals, but now he's fighting with the SCVs and nothing else. SCVs don't do damage. They're tanks. They're tanks. He's fighting with the tanks, but not with the damage. He fights with the damage, not the tanks. Now he loses his Marauders again. Damage! All you need to do here is pull back, collect your SCVs and bio together, and stim A move it. But now he's lost all of his Marauders and Marines, almost all of them. He's got very little firepower. He can still do this, but man, suddenly it's much harder than it looks. He's gonna have to pull all of his SCVs as he engages at the same time. Liberator gets a few shots off. The Liberator does pull back. If it can survive and repair, that would be nice. The Starport is surviving for now, but dude, damage is actually in big trouble from an amazing position to a big spot of bother, and this is actually wild. That a couple of Stalkers, Immortals, a Sentry, a Zealot, and a Warp Prism in the back are doing this much damage. I mean, if damage gives up the lead after Tryhard has shat the bed this hard against the Marauder attack at the start, yeah, I'd be angry too. I'm angry at myself, admittedly, but yeah, it might express itself. Let's be real. Whenever anyone's raging in any game, they are usually angry at themselves, right? 99% of the time, not always. Oh, walking into the Widowmine was not a good move. Sentry and a Stalker both go down to that Widowmine shot. Loses another Stalker there. Good pick up on the Warp Prism. And the Immortals are very good. You can't chase into those. Still, oh, a tank gets out. A tank gets out. Tank is big. That tank needs to siege there, and he needs to move his SCVs and bio in front. If the Immortals come forward, he's got to protect it. Protect the tank and the Lib. He's not pulling SCVs. Oh my god, you cannot let those Immortals in range. Dude, okay, so the barriers are both gone, but oh my god, the Marauder's running so far forward. Dude, where's the Marine production? The Marines are coming out right now. There's a medevac almost out, but if the tank goes down, no, the tank! The tank goes down. Thank you very much, says Tryharder. I couldn't resist, I'm sorry, guys. Tryharder takes out the tank, and with this desperate 1 base all-in, 9 minutes into the game, is gonna kill Damage Inc. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, why you build at least 1 to 2 safety tanks after defending, because your first barracks is floating home, so you just don't have many Marines, and Widowmines and Libs aren't necessarily things that are gonna do that much. Going for harassment units against a 1-base player does not make sense. All you need is frontal fighting units. And that's just a bit of knowledge that Damage Inc. should be learning from this game if they study the replay. It's like, hey, do I need Widowmine drops and Liberator harass against a guy who has half of my economy, who's on 1 base? Or do I need to just build workers and all of that sort of stuff? What a broken effing garbage all in. Ah, there we go, homophobic slur. You are for Joe. What a broken effing garbage all in for Zhou you are. I like that. What I like about this is there's so many pieces. So broken effing garbage all in for Zhou. Mass Stalker, Warp Prism, trash. Wait, Mass Stalker, you died to 2 Immortals and like 4 Stalkers? No wonder you're Diamond! Oh, this is my favorite, is that I'm going to insult you about being the same rank that I am. What was I supposed to do? Lost when proxied? Teach me, says try harder. I didn't proxy anything! You stupid N-word. Mate, you objectively did. Damage Inc. goes straight to the base dumbass insults of complete morons. What was that? Barracks in my 3rd base that says try harder. I think I might have caught you out in a little lie, didn't I? I think I caught you out in a little lie. I mean, Damage Inc. has already shown they have brain damage, and they're just looking for the most hateful things that they can say, just to try and annoy them while hiding buildings around the map. Now, guys, first thing you do is always, when you're in these scenarios, put back on gas and build a Stargate. First thing you do, if you're a Zerg, build a Spire, Terran, build a Starport. They're hiding buildings. Splitting units up is really good, but you need to get that gas mining to hunt down the buildings. Taking your time to do that will mean this game takes a little longer to finish. So we're going to just fast forward, get to the rage now, and find ourselves the next interactions. Going to keep hiding things around the base. I mean, look at how much money he had left over. You could tell he was macroing like a beast during it. The funny thing is, with this situation, guys, even if he just gave up half the mining in his main, migrated to his natural, and just built some safety bunkers, and even if he had to lift his production behind the bunkers or whatever, he still would have won. Because Tryharder was completely all in. It just goes to show that you can make so many mistakes in StarCraft. He catches all the SCVs, by the way. You can make so many mistakes in StarCraft, and you can still get back in the game if you maintain like a top-down focus. And this is something I kind of learnt from playing Age of Empires 2 for a while, is just how much higher view you can have of the entire game if you take, because that game requires such a macro scale. Anyways, it's so pathetic. Map hack and all in. Because you can't play to save your life. Teach me so I can play better. What should I do when Marauder comes? Tryout is like, oh, I'd really like to learn. Can you teach me what I should do next time? This always stumps them. If you honestly just sound like you want to learn, it absolutely stumps them. It absolutely does. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'll stop hitting enter so that our lovely editor doesn't have to keep blurring out N-words and stuff like that. But yeah. Looks like the Stargate's finally building. We'll fast forward to the next ones. I like that they bring out map hack there. I think Damage Inc. is, what do they say? Grasping at straws. And the next straw, Smurf. Right? That's the next one. They said, you know, your race is broken. You're gay, they said. They said you're, you know, racist slur. Then they said you're hacking. The next one has to be smurfing. I'm trying to think of anything else. They already said all in as well. Like if you cheese or all in, that's the other one. I feel like we've ticked off everything on like our bingo. I actually, you know what? We should probably get a bingo card for Salt Mines, right? And then see how many of the boxes we tick. See if we get bingo. Kind of, kind of like what's his name? Sniper Wolf game. Yeah. You guys let me know if you like that idea. If anyone wants to make that, let me know. I may forget. Get effed. That's what? It's 10-minute delay. Wait. Tryharder asked for advice on what to do against the Marauders. Damage Inc. sat there seething for like 5 minutes. And then says, get effed. That's what? The timing on that, like the fact that they weren't away from their keyboard, they were sitting there just angrily thinking of a response. And that is the pathetic response they came up with. I mean, try harder, shut the bed really hard against the Marauder. Let's do a little bit of coaching, guys. We're giving you guys a bonus 30 seconds here. So, guys, how do you identify that this is a proxy? First things first, that mineral line is really bare. So this guy has multiple less workers than he should, right? So there's normally one building at this point, and normally the command center starts here at a minute 40, right? Now with this guy, it doesn't. Why is that? Well, number one, he's got that there, but he's also only at 18 supply. They're normally at 19 supply now, so he's 2 SCVs shy of where he should be. Now, there's also another tell, which is, oh, where'd that SCV come from? I didn't see an SCV move across the map. Actually, on this map, I think they take opposite paths naturally, so that's fine. Never mind. Shh, you didn't hear me say that. Take into account the map. But yeah, basically, at this point, and then you see the second depot down really early, it's like, oh, okay. But in general, just check the natural. If they're on 1 gas, if the natural's not down in the minute 40, you're being proxied, react straight away. Alternatively, if you do get surprised by a proxy marauder, pretty much always immediately just build stalkers and batteries on the high ground. Pulling the probes initially was a good idea, but the moment you saw that it was a marauder, I probably would have just killed the SCV, ran back to the main, and just chronoed stalkers and batteries, and tried to get up a robo or a second gate. If we did that straight away, we wouldn't have lost 2 adepts, a stalker, 11 probes, and not had a battery ready when he came in our main. And the fact that we still won despite all those mistakes shows just how much room you have to win and come back in StarCraft if you keep your cool, and then it really is a mental battle that's not about losing your shit. Alright, going into the next game, Heterosis in the bottom right side, a Protoss player up against the Terran in the top left, Common Error. Now, this game is bizarre. I had one note from my lovely replay sorter. Cosmic sorted this set of replays, so thanks to him. He said, no, there is 1,000 MMR disparity between the players. I believe Common Error is a 2,300 MMR player, and Heterosis is a 3,300 MMR player, which is like Diamond 3. I'm pretty sure 3,300 is still Diamond 3. I don't think you're Diamond 2 yet, though. You're getting close. And 2,300 is like Gold 2? I think, something like that, maybe Gold 3. It's like Gold League versus Diamond League. Like, there's a massive gap, right? This is something at that league should never happen. I don't know if these two were playing at 4 a.m. in the morning and they'd both been searching for like 6 minutes and they hadn't found a game, so it just kept expanding the range of opponents it would match them with. I have no idea how this matchup happened, or if it's just sometimes ladder bugs out and matches you with people it shouldn't. It doesn't happen very much, but like I remember there was a point where like actual bronze players were getting matched with actual GM players, and it would happen like 1 in 1,000 games. But obviously it would happen, and those people would screenshot it and be like, "What is going on?" Now, Heterosis is coming in here with a bit of probe harass. 4 SCVs being pulled to attack that probe. The SCVs are going to get on there and build, and oh yeah, this is pretty abusive, man. Just what the. Well, I don't think you're getting out of Gold League with that attitude. A probe harass comes in, and to be fair, that's annoying, but all you need to do is pull an SCV straight away to attack it, get another SCV in the barracks. It says, I will grape your mum. That's Common Error. This 2,300 Terran player has just had a complete meltdown, and they're now full walling because of a probe harass. Oh my god, they're even building a backup depot behind the wall because they weren't sure that was walled in. Oh my god, you're kidding me. Oh, they're not even building a command center. And now with an exclamation mark, in case you didn't read it the first time, graped. To be fair, that's ridiculous. Oh, and hard. As I haven't quite seen someone insult people this way. I kind of feel bad laughing at this, but it's clear. The delivery is really weird, right, guys? Are we just gonna keep getting adjectives with exclamation marks after them? I kind of want that for the rest of this game. It's like, vigorously exclamation marks. No. What is wrong with these people? Their brains are so broken. Some people's brains are so rotted, I swear. I'm so... So just to read that one out, that was mum trucked unwillingly. Okay. They're like, just in case you didn't understand what graped means, we're gonna go ahead and describe. These people are like so stupid. Like, have you guys ever seen junkies having like a bit of an argument, but like they're not aggressive junkies. They're like, you know, they're not too strung out, but it's like, it's still kind of like watching people in a different dimension talk to each other. You just like it. Sometimes I feel like guys and girls raging on the internet about video games share a lot in common with meth heads, right? With your common ice addict. It just in terms of the way their brain works, it's just like there's rules to how humans behave normally. I don't think they follow nor understand these rules. Just the weird shiz that they say. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so Heterosis is building pylon spotters and he's going to go for stalker pressure against what appears to be a mass marine double upgrade before anything else. And now, oh, they're pivoting to I will grape you. The funny thing is that, so this is their go-to response to anything is I will grape you, your mom, someone else. It's very low tier as an insult. What I find entertaining about this is it's just such a different delivery doing it this way. I've never quite seen someone who's is just this special with it. They're being supply blocked for a good 20 seconds, guys. There we go. We're going to build 3 depots at once. My God, look at how slow they are at building depots. And they don't shift click. Oh, no, they do shift click back to the minerals. They're very slow, though. Yeah, how is this player this slow? Guys, I'm not making fun of you if you're slow with your hands. Maybe you have a disability. Maybe you're just slow. It's fine. But how can you be this slow at playing the game and that fast to type messed up stuff into the chat? Because it's been instantaneous. It's been like, you know, like there's a slide, the stalkers on at the ramp, and they're like, bam, instantly. So they can clearly type at like, you know, a good 80 words a minute, maybe more than that. And yet their APM's under 70. I don't even understand, mate. There's stalker sentry, batteries, and a robot. This is like super safe play for Heterosis. Is like, well, let's one base mass marine, just make force fields, make gateway wall off, batteries, head towards Colossus. This is basically exactly what you want to do against someone like this. You're like, I have double your economy. That's more than I need. That's almost like a risky advantage. So let's just turtle up on 2 base, force field, stalkers, just make as many units as we can. Stalkers aren't the best at dealing with marines, but as long as you have a bunch of force fields to split their force, you'll do well. Now, Heterosis, me or my mom or both. Heterosis, I love the delay. They have to ask the clarification. And you see how quick Common Era is responding? Both, same time. Same time, but how? Wait, is Common Era that guy who did that Reddit AMA about being born with two schlongs? Is Common Era that guy? Apparently this is a real thing. For anyone who didn't look that one up, that was a fascinating one. Apparently gets into a lot of very easily gets into a lot of people's graces when it comes to one-off casual flings, but has a real trouble actually finding meaningful relationships, as people tend to use him as a bit more of a fetish object. Believe it or not. They like to get their rocks off with him, but they're like, a bit too kinky for marriage material kind of thing. So, interesting life of someone born with 2 schlongs. Apparently diverts that energy into massing marines on ladder while telling their opponents they're going to grape them. But why? So dumb. Probe is faster and has armor that regenerates. Probe is not faster than an SCV, guys. It's the same speed. Exact same movement speed. It's just when units have acceleration. So when you start moving, your unit's a little slower. What do they do to you, Sen Heterosis? It was the probe harass, bro. Common Era is literally melting down over the probe harass at the start of the game. It's been 5 minutes to cool down. Common Era has not cooled down. They've just simmered up. They've literally gotten to a nice fine boil. Now we've got armor, plasma shields, and a Colossus out. There's observers coming out as well. To be fair, Heterosis, I think, is a little bit panicked here. I think this is the easiest hold of their life. Stim shields, 1-1. Oh my God, the force fields are going to break their brain. Oh my God, they're on move command. They're not even stimming. They're not even stimming. I mean, I feel like Heterosis is actually microing a bit just because of the opponent's raging so much. It's making them nervous. Sometimes like when your opponent starts calling you names, you're like, oh, I don't want to lose to this guy. He's calling me names. Yeah, he's attacking the rocks out of panic and stuff. Heterosis is like trying to stutter step. It's fine. Like it's perfectly fine, but you can just kind of see the like, oh my God, this is a weird interaction I'm having. I really don't want to lose to this crazy person. But they clean up the attack super one-sidedly, and Common Era is completely dead. They haven't dropped a mule in, guys, I think you get like 0.7 energy a second, which means it's been at least 4 minutes since the mule has dropped. Bro, I know, says Heterosis. Yeah, usually I do a lot better, but you effed up whole start. You messed up his whole opening build order with a progress. I hate Toss, so overpowered. I'm a random player, says Heterosis. Heterosis is like, I agree. I'm on your side, buddy. Now, I don't know if this is just reverse psychology or something else. By the way, guys, shout out to Heterosis. Heterosis has 73 probes on 2 base. We've got 30 probes mining 8 mineral patches and 28. You'll notice how it's got a little number above the nexus that tells you how many is effective. You can go a little over that and they still get some value, but might have screwed this up. I get it, man, not fair. I would have had 4 tanks plus a dozen marines attacks. 6-minute mark. Definitely. Yeah, I know. Heterosis, I know you would have, man, but Protoss is really Ember, and I agree. It's the same when I play turn. Probably 3 battle cruisers too. That's a bit on the nose. He might pick up. Oh, now he's definitely going to pick up on the fact that you're trolling him. And 4 raids. And I had gut feeling not to do what I don't normally do, and he start barracks right away. Guys, is this an AI? And I had gut feeling not to do what I don't normally do, and he start barracks right away. There's like 3 double negatives in there. That's a quadruple negative. That's what 3 double negatives is, Pig. Is it though? Quit now. What? Common error, doesn't spend money, just types for like 3 minutes and now builds 2 factories. Why? Am I going to lose, says Heterosis? Heterosis, what are you doing? You've still got 80. Why are you still building probes? What are you doing? How are you in diamond? How are you? No offense, Heterosis. I think Heterosis is just basically doing this. You ruined game by cheating, by attacking with the probe. Heterosis, stop trolling. Put him out of its misery. Break its neck already. This is like you run over a poor little rabbit, but you're poking it with a stick rather than snapping its neck. Put it out of its misery, man. You know what you did. You should burn in hell. And then on the 3rd day, after arising from the tomb, Jesus said, thou shalt not probe harass, or thou shalt forever burn in the darkest corner of hell. Indeed, for sure. Come on, man, that's not nice, says Heterosis. Okay, it's so dumb. I mean, what are these people doing with their day? We're going building armor and high-sec auto tracking. Like, you have been nice, F-face, you truck face. I can probably drop a few F-bombs. It's just like there's a weird thing. People are always like, why are you censoring yourself? Obviously, we have to censor words on the screen because you never know when YouTube's going to pick it up and demonetize and stuff. But especially if you just drop too many F-bombs, there's just like some imaginary line you cross over and you never know where it is because it's kind of inconsistent how much the AI even picks up on it. Where it's like, nope, you said too many F words. Now we can't. Like I can just say fuck right now. It's not going to demonetize the video, right? But if I say it too many times, and I'm always at risk of that, so that's why I try to just say truck in these videos and these placeholder words, because if I say it too many times, it's going to pick it up and it's going to flag it and be like, no, not advertiser friendly. It's also if you say it like just at the start or the end of the video, which to be fair, I do sometimes screw up on that. That is my fault. I think it's within like the start and the end. But I don't want it to be advertiser adjacent, you know? You dropping some naughty words, advertiser adjacent. We're making Blink 2 next day, Darkshine. Okay, we're going to just fast forward. Common error says grape me or quit. Wow. Okay, you cheated. So for them, I think we're realizing that grape for them is just like basically it just means beat. I think we're learning to speak Common Error's language. This is an AI that was trained on early 2000s internet, and it basically unironically thinks that grape means to beat someone at a video game, which to be fair is how it was used in those years. So I kind of understand. Hetero says, I didn't cheat. I think I'm allowed to probe scout and harass. Let's fast forward a little bit to get through this chat. Since there's no gameplay left in this game, let's just... You used flaw of game. There's definitely an AI. It's not. It's clearly someone who's not a native English speaker. Let's be honest. So we're gonna storm drop. Okay, there's playing with your food, and then there's this. At least that's such a poorly executed storm drop that I kind of can get behind it because it was kind of embarrassing for Heterosis. But Heterosis, there's playing with your food, and there's whatever you're doing this game, mate. That was actually better for me. I was supply blocked and oversaturated. You know what's funny? Common Error, the dumb AI, actually realizes oversaturation, something which our Protoss player has not realized. 22 out of 8 on the natural. They did actually move from their other bases pretty well, which is good. And they're now going to try and blink DTs up the cliff when that finishes. See, now use another flaw. Come on, stop cheating. Sick Cal looking for easy win. How can I win the hard way? Having fair fights, not use flaws. Can you just please publish a list of flaws before we play, just so I know what to do and what not to do? This reminds me of... Was it a Salt Mines episode I did? Well, I did a video looking at some of you might have seen it. A guy wanted to run a league, but it had like all these like rules, like you can't use unfair strategies. You can't waste time. You can't, you know, and it was like all these like half-defined things where he's like, you can't play not in the spirit of the game. And everyone's like, what's in the spirit of the game? He's like, I'll tell you, just pay 50 euros to sign up for my league and I'll make sure it's legit. And everyone's like, what? You know, this Common Error guy has a lot in common with that dude. We're now going for the old A move. Oh, he's sieging up. Well done. I like that Heterosis is still trying to do all this fancy micro. Could have just A moved and killed it before the tanks were sieged, but backs and forth, lets the tank siege up, and now runs away again. We're making this harder than we need to, bro. DTs come in, kill the entire army, using the floor of game once again, like an absolute scumbag. That may be it, bud, says Heterosis. What happened? I wasn't looking. I was looking at base. How did you kill main army? You took a semi-good fight initially when I moved commanded like an idiot around a corner and landed some horrible force fields. Then DTs blinked into your tanks and you lost. Did you use invisible and cheat? You're scum. Okay. I don't have a game... I think the DTs come invisible. I don't think it's a cheat code. I don't have a game genie. You know what you're doing, cheater. Nobody gets ravens. Does anyone get scans? Why are you still in this game? GG, bud. Not on one bunk and only get one a few minutes, last a few seconds, and then your DTs just evade. Truck your mom. Okay, good. It's good to see we're back in the salt mines as this game ends. They're like, I can't just let it end with some, oh, you die runt! Die runt! They went back to just super basic insults at the end. And me simultaneously, right? Die runt. That's... What? What? Like, I gotta say, guys, like, I think sometimes about bad life circumstances, things that could go for me. And I still feel like I'd rather just go up and go for a walk outside, start a new video game, or just go, like, I don't know, make a cup of tea, go get some nice lunch. There's so many things you can do in 17 minutes. Why do these people stay in these games? Is this just the only social interaction they get? Is just kind of being annoying and weird? And I guess if their opponent's happy to troll them like Heterosis was, it kind of feeds both parties. Is this actually a good for society, games like this? Because, like, Heterosis is someone who kind of likes to, like, bully a little bit, maybe, but, like, they contain it because they understand social rules. But then, like, they're allowed to get out their bullying instincts in this environment, and Common Era, and those sort of people get a little bit of social interaction, without which they probably would commit some sort of, you know, massacre or something. No, they wouldn't. I don't know. They'd be lonely, is what I'm saying. They'd probably just be lonely. I don't know what's going on anyway. Once again, the Salt Mines baffles me. Thanks for watching, everybody. That second game was something. It was a thing. Hopefully, you guys can send in more replays so we have more replays to choose from. Replays from this patch, please. If you guys run into weirdos on the ladder, saying strange things, having weird adventures, send me those replays. Links down below in the description. We'll see you in the next episode. Thank you so much to everyone here on the Patreon. If you guys want to support the Patreon, it's down below as well. Thanks for watching. Goodbye and good night. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye.